Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided I'm not going to do a makeup tutorial, but I'm going to do my monthly favorites because I've never done a monthly favorites before, and I've had a few things this month. Now, okay, so this is kind of like between the middle of May to now, so I'm going to call it just a monthly favorites, not a May favorites, not a June favorites, because I didn't have some of these products until the middle of May, and then it's not the end of June yet. So these are my monthly favorites, and I have a little bit of everything. I have a little bit of makeup, a little bit of skincare, a little bit of things that are neither that I've just really enjoyed this month. So if you'd like to see my monthly makeup, my monthly favorites, there's the word, please stay tuned. Okay guys, so to start, I'm going to start with my makeup just because this is a makeup channel, even though I kind of want it to be more of like a blogging, like makeup lifestyle type of channel, but we'll see where it goes. So I'm just going to start with makeup, and I'm going to start with primers. I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to say. Benefit Professional, favorite primer, blurs out your pores. I mean, I've raved about it so many times in my videos, I really don't feel like I need to go into a ton of explanation about it, but it's just really, really nice. My second favorite is my Smashbox Photo Primer Water. Can't live without this stuff. I stocked up on the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty because it was half off. I love it. I use it every single day. And now, those are the only two primers I've really been reaching for every single day for the last month. So I don't really have any others, but I'm going to start on foundations, and I have two that I want to talk about, and the one is the MAC Face and Body Foundation. I just recently got this maybe 2 weeks ago, and even though it's only been 2 weeks, I love this foundation. It is a water-based foundation, so it sits really nicely. It's really lightweight. It gives you like either full coverage or medium coverage depending on if you build it up. And it doesn't break my skin out or anything like that, and I just really, really like it. So I highly suggest the MAC Face and Body. This is also good to use on mature skin, I've read, so that's always a plus. My next favorite is the Rimmel BB Cream. I used this in my last video that I posted last week. And as you can tell, I'm also wearing the makeup that I posted last week. It's because I pre-filmed this video because I'm going on vacation, which I also talked about last week. But I really like this Rimmel BB Cream. Maybelline's BB Cream and CC Creams are really good as well. But I'm really liking this Rimmel one. This is the 9-in-1 Skin Perfecting Super Makeup BB Cream. And it has a SPF of 25, which I also like because my face burns pretty easy, especially right here on my nose. So those are my favorite foundations. I know this seems kind of rushed, but I have a lot of products because this is my first time doing one of these. So next is my concealers, and my two favorite of this month is the Urban Decay Naked Skin. Now I got this little sample, and for some reason this is just not the same as the full, at least for me. This oxidized so fast on my face when I put it on, and I'm really not quite sure why. I don't know if I just got a different color, but I'm going to buy the regular one again when I can, but for some reason, I don't know if it's a different formula, but it seems a little different to me for my skin, but maybe I just got a bad one, I'm not sure, because I love this concealer. I use it every day when I have the big one. And my next favorite is the MAC Concealer, and this is the Studio Finish Concealer. Also has an SPF of 35, which is really good for the summertime. And this is an NC 15. I really like to use this to carve out my brows. And I also like to use it to lighten up underneath my eyes as well. Next, moving on, is the powders. So again, another MAC product. These products, like I said in my previous video, are really, really nice on my personal skin. I can have sensitive skin sometimes, not all the time, but a lot of products sometimes break my skin out or cause redness. And the MAC, I haven't had any of those problems, so that's why I love them so much. This is the Mineralized Skin Finish. I'm in the color Light Plus. This is one of my favorite face powders ever. Also, to bake or set my skin, I am loving this Airspun Loose Powder, and this is in the color Translucent. I raved about this in my in-depth contour and highlighting video because it's $5. You can get it at Walmart. It's such a good translucent setting powder. It has a decent smell to it, and it's really cheap if you can't afford the Laura Mercier setting powder, which I also like as well. But this I've been using almost every time I bake or I'm going out. I use this instead of my Laura Mercier. So moving on into bronzers and blushes. My favorite blush in the last month that I've been using, I also used it in my previous video, is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. Why can't I say blush without messing it up? This is in the color Deserving. The formula is really, really nice. It's nice and creamy and really blendable, and it's such a pretty pinky color that's really good for the summertime and the springtime. And my favorite bronzer this month is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. I love this bronzer. It's such a nice mix. It's not too warm and it's not too cool. It's not too cool, at least for me. And I'm on the fairer side, and it just gives you such a nice sun-kissed feel to your skin. I love this bronzer. I highly suggest using it, or at least trying it out. I'm not sure if they have any samples at Ulta. They might at Sephora. What am I trying to say? They might at Sephora. They might have little samples, I know, in the line. So I totally suggest picking it up if they come in a smaller size. So moving on to highlighter, since we're still on the face, I'll stay on the face. My two favorite highlighters this month, whoops, I'm dropping things, have been the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. I've used this a lot. I've used it in my previous videos. I use it on a daily basis. Sometimes if I just want a highlighter and nothing else, I will use this. And my other one, which is a little bit more affordable, is the ColourPop highlighter in Smoke and Whistles. I used this in my previous video, and it's also what I have on my face right now. It's a pretty nice highlighter. This is what it looks like. I love it. It's so cute. I love ColourPop. Alright, so moving on to eyes. I'm going to start with my favorite eyeshadow palette that I've been reaching for all month. Since I've gotten it, really, I've been reaching for it, and it is the Manny MUA Makeup Geek collab, and this is what it looks like. I die every time I open this. I'm a sucker for warm colors. I really feel like warm colors bring out my eye color. They bring out blues and greens, and I have blue eyes, as you can tell, and this is just so pretty. I love this palette. I'm so happy I was able to get my hands on it. Another eyeshadow that I've been reaching for recently is the Makeup Geek in Chickadee. Again, it's packed away because I am going on vacation, so I can't grab it for you, but it's such a cute little like warm orangey color, kind of like a mango-y color too. So highly suggest that one. I've been using that for a transition all month. And now moving on to eyeliner. I have been reaching for this every day, and I've been doing my wing liner with this, and this is the NYC liquid liner. The label kind of came off because I've been using it so much, but it's cheap because it's NYC. I think it's like $2, if that, and I really like it. It's really matte, and it really makes your liner stay on all day. It has a little brush at the end. My other favorite thing to do with this is I like to go in with the Tarte's Clay liner, and then I'll outline it in this. That way it really, really pops and it stays on all night. And then for mascara, I'm sure you guys know what I'm going to say next. The Benefit Roller Lash is my favorite mascara ever. I'm obsessed with it. I don't think I'm going to try any other mascara. I think I'm just going to stick with this one. It's so nice. That's what I'm wearing on my eyelashes right now, and these are my natural lashes, so it really extends. Oh, I have little hairs that are like, why is it that every time I do a talk through video, I have little hairs that like scratch my face, and I'm constantly touching my hair? It must be annoying to watch. Anyway, I really love this. I use it every day. There's not enough things I can say about this mascara. It's totally worth the price to me. I will continue to buy it, and I love you, Roller Lash, and I love you, Benefit. So next I am going to talk about brow products, and recently I was sent the Goof Proof Brow Pencil by Benefit. I was sent this by Ulta and Benefit, I guess, because I am a Platinum member, and this is a Platinum Perk, because this is a new product, and this is in the color 2, and I really, really like it. That's what I did with my brows today. So the way I've been doing my brows is I've been filling them in with this, And then I've been kind of outlining the edges with the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. And this is in the color Auburn because I used to have red hair, which I'm going back to. This is a little dark for me. I do like it, but a lot of people like my red better, and I kind of look better with red hair. So this is in Auburn, but I've been using the darker shade over here. So I've been filling them in with the Goof Proof Brow Pencil, and I've been outlining it with this powder, and I love it. I love the way my brows look. This pencil is awesome. I would love to get my hands on the full new brow collection that Benefit has come out with. And obviously, because right now my channel is very small, I am not sponsored to say any of this stuff. I just really, really love Benefit's products. I would love to look more into their products and use like their foundations and their powders. And I would really love to get my hand on this entire brow line. But so if you can, I suggest trying it. So next I'm going to move on to some brushes. And I only have 3 brushes that I'm going to talk about right now. The first one being my Real Techniques powder brush, and I just love it because it's so fluffy and it just is so easy to put powder on with it. It just makes it a whole lot easier. So I use that every day. The next one is the Morphe M104, and this is a blush brush. Ooh, I said that without twisting my tongue that time. I really like this for blush. It's nice and tapered. You can also use it for contouring, but it really, the application of your blush is really, really nice with this. And then the next one I'm going to talk about is the Morphe M106, and I use this for bronzing. I really like how it bronzes up my face and how I can blend it out nicely. It's not very, very, very dense, but it's very soft, and it's just, I really like this brush. Let's do lips. So my favorite lip products in the past month or few weeks, I have 5, I can't count. The first 2 are liquid lipsticks, and these are the Ofra and Manny MUA collab, and this is in Aries, which is the lighter one, and Charmed, which is the darker one. I love these 2. Hypno is also a darker red. I feel like I'm going to use that every day come fall time because it's such a deep, gorgeous, like, red color that's going to look awesome in the fall, so I cannot wait. Plus, fall's my favorite. But so this is the Ofra and Manny MUA collab. These are really nice. They go on really smoothly, and they don't make my lips feel too dry. I always use a primer or a chapstick before I put on a liquid lip, though, just because I don't want my lips to dry. So I can't say how they feel on their own because I always prime. But I really do love these liquid lips. And if I want a glossier look, my 2 favorite glosses to put on top of these liquid lips is the MAC Cream Sheen Glass in Paper Lantern and Delight. So I usually do Paper Lantern and Aries, and then I usually do Delight and Charmed together, and they look awesome. It gives a nice glossy feel without it being too sticky if you don't want the matte. And then my next favorite lip product that I think I grabbed this, I don't know why I haven't talked about this before, but I grab this color constantly. If I don't know what lip I'm doing, I'm grabbing this color, and this is Velvet Teddy by MAC. It's just a gorgeous nude shade, and it's my favorite. It will always be my favorite. I love Velvet Teddy. It's just it goes with every look that you could possibly think of because it's just such a versatile nude. So that is it for my makeup products. My next few products that I'm going to talk about are makeup related, but I have been loving them for the past few weeks and the last month. The first one being my Mickey ears because they keep the hair out of my face when I'm doing my tutorials. I just love them because I am a big Disney fan. I'm sure you've heard me say, look at this. I am a big Disney fan, so I do love these Mickey ears. My fiance actually bought those Mickey ears for me, I want to say when we went in 2013, so 3 years ago. And I just love them. It gives me an excuse to wear them other than being at Disney. Next 2 products I'm going to talk about are skincare products. And they are my Clarisonic face brush. I have the Mia 2. My aunt gave me this, and I know I talked about this in my contouring and highlighting video. I really like this. I've seen a difference in the texture of my skin. This video, when I switch up my skincare routine, I use new products or use new things like this because I've never used a face brush before. My skin does initially break out and I do initially get a lot of texture, and I think that has to do with all of the stuff coming out of my pores that I wasn't able to get at before I started using this. So I do have a little bit of breakouts going on right now, and my pores do seem a little enlarged, but I think it's just because this is cleaning my skin so well, because my face feels so soft after I use this. And I use it with the Clarisonic facial gel. And I just love it, and I've seen a difference in texture. Like here where my highlighter is, I don't have as much as I used to, so I can't wait to see in the next few months how this just transforms my skin. And the other product in skincare is a mask, and I also talked about this in my contouring and highlighting video. This is the Muddy Body Detox Clay Mask, and I love this. This really takes out all of my blackheads, all of the dirt. So this is really nice to use. I use it at the end of the night. I try to use it 2 to 3 times a week, especially on days where I'm wearing heavy makeup. And then I wipe it off with a warm towel, and then I go in and I clean with this. And these two together have just transformed my skin. I know they're taking the dirt and the gunk that has probably been in my skin, because I am breaking out, and that's what happens when my skin gets really clean. I just initially break out and then it all starts to fade away. So I know with these two that my skin is going to be the best it can be. The next few things I'm going to talk about are food, actually, because recently I've always struggled with body image and things like that. I've always been on the heavier side. I've never really been a thin girl, but that's just the way I was born. There are some people, believe it or not, who are born on the heavier side and are not born thin. Not everybody's born thin. And it really bothers me when there are people now who are influential, like Ashley Graham and things like that, who are on the heavier side. And I hate reading comments from people that are like, why are you promoting obesity? Ashley Graham is not obese. She was born curvy. She works out and she eats right, but that's just her body type is a little bit heavier. And that's my body type. I'm a little bit heavier. I've struggled with it, and recently, more so in the past week, I've just accepted that I look the way I look. I go to the gym, I eat right, and if I lose a few pounds, which I would like to do, I'm gonna be happy. But even if I don't and I just tone up, I gotta be happy with it, because this is the body I was given and I just gotta take care of it. So that's my little rant on that. I did, and I still kind of do want to make a video about, you know, my struggles with like fitness and stuff like that, just because I feel like it makes you guys able to relate to me a little bit more than just me showing you how I do makeup on myself or on others, which I would like to do as well. There's a lot of ideas I have going on in my head. But I would like to go over, like, because I was, when I was younger, bullied for the way my weight, but it just made me stronger, and eventually I will make a video like that just so you guys can be a little bit more relatable to me, because I know everybody struggles with body image at some point in their life, and if you don't, I am so happy for you, because it's not fun. But let's just get into these 2 food products that I have been loving. Okay, so these 2 food products, they are healthy food options. I've been trying new things here and there to kind of not like, so I don't crave, because my problem is when I go on a diet, I get really strict. I don't let myself eat things that I really want to eat, and then by the 3rd week I crack and I cave in and I eat a whole thing of Ben & Jerry's ice cream, and then I'm like, oh, whatever, and I lose, and all the hard work that I've done in the last 3 weeks is gone. And I know recently I've been struggling a little bit with the loss of my grandmother, and because it was around the holidays, there was just food everywhere. So I'm an emotional eater, and after she had passed away, that's all I did. I still struggle with it. I'm not really going to talk about it that much because I'm going to cry. I gained at least 15 to 18 pounds after my grandmother passed away, and I'm still trying to get that off. But I just decided that strict dieting isn't for me, because I've done it my whole life, and here I am still not at my goal weight. So I wanted to try something a little different. And I wanted to, I'm changing my diet, as in I'm eating healthier options and stuff, but I'm not beating myself down when I do want ice cream or anything. I don't eat a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's anymore. I just have a little bit to get the craving away, and I still let myself live. But these 2, I really really like these two products because one of them I eat before I work out or if I need a fast breakfast. And the other one I like because I love peanut butter and I love chocolate, and this is like a little bit more of a healthier option than going and getting a whole thing of Reese's. So I'm going to start with the peanut butter and chocolate, and this is the Chobani Flips. I actually had this for lunch, that's why it's open. And this is the peanut butter dream one. So what it is it's just vanilla Greek yogurt, and then there's chocolate chips and peanut butter clusters in it, and you just dump it over and you mix it together. And it just takes that sweet tooth that I have and I'm trying to fight, so I like don't go and get ice cream or something, and it just takes it away and I feel satisfied. And it's Greek yogurt, so there's protein in there and it's just a healthier option for me. So I love the Chobani Flips. They have like key lime pie, they have peanut butter and jelly, they have a coffee one with biscotti in it, and I love the Chobani Flips. They really take my sweet tooth away without me eating a ton of calories and empty calories. Another thing I want to talk about in terms of snacking, because I'm an ice cream person. I've mentioned it probably 3 times in this video. I wasn't counting, but if you want to count, you can. My dad is an ice cream person and I am my father's daughter. I love ice cream, and that's always what I want to snack on, but it's so bad because sometimes milk in general upsets my stomach. I drink cashew milk, not normal milk. And I just I don't know, I just love ice cream. So what I've been doing is I've been buying popsicles. So I've been buying fudgesicles, and they're like 50 calories. And obviously there's sugar in them because it's fudgesicle, but eating a fudgesicle is better than eating a pint of ice cream, in my opinion. And I eat a fudgesicle and it takes my sweet tooth away. Or I get like the firecracker pops, like the red, white, and blue ones, or the crowns. Like I'll go to like a grocery store, and if popsicles are on sale, like I think when we went it was 3 for $10. So I bought 3 boxes. I bought the firecrackers, I bought the fudgesicles, and I bought the little crown ones that have 2 different flavors in it. And I know you people are like,
why are you buying all these popsicles if you're trying to lose weight?
Because it takes away my sweet tooth. I have a popsicle, and then I don't go buy ice cream. 50 calorie popsicle, 1500 calorie pint of ice cream. It makes sense. And if it helps me, I'm gonna do it. So it helps me. So I suggest if you have a sweet tooth like I do and you really like ice cream, try the fudgesicles. If you don't like chocolate, try the firecracker pops because they're really nice. And it's just a nice way to get rid of my sweet tooth and to stop my cravings without caving in and getting all bad stuff. The other food item I'm going to talk about are these rice cakes. These are the apple cinnamon rice cakes. They are fat-free. They're also only 50 calories each. I love these. They're really good for a pre-workout snack. I'll put a little bit of organic peanut butter on there and maybe like 4 or 5 slices of banana, and I'll eat that and then I'll go work out, and it just gives me that extra boost of energy. Sometimes I will put a little bit of peanut butter on one of these and a little bit of a banana, and I'll eat that for breakfast if I'm in a really big rush. Even though you should have a little bit more than that than breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But I really like these rice cakes. I love apple cinnamon, and it's just another way for me not to eat like a huge bowl of cereal or to go stop at my favorite breakfast place and get a breakfast sandwich. I'll eat these instead, and it's just been helping me. Just little steps here and there have been helping me. And the final thing I am going to talk about, and I know this video is a little long, but it's my first favorite, so I had a lot of stuff to talk about. The last thing I'm going to talk about is my Fitbit. I purchased this a month ago, and I love it. It's really helped me with my weight, with like my fitness journey and things like that. I can track how many steps I do, and I never realized how important it is, like how many steps you take in a day. Like I think my daily goal is 10,000 steps, and that sounds like holy crap, 10,000 steps, that's a lot. But if I just go to work and then I go to the gym in the day and I go to work, I'm well over 10,000 steps. So it really like helps me keep track of how many steps I'm actually taking in a day. And this particular one also takes my heart rate, so I know like if I'm in the fat burning zone or if I'm just in like a cardio zone and things like that. And it also tells me how many calories I've burned, how many steps I've walked, how many stairs, how many flights. And it also tells me the mileage. So I love my Fitbit. My brother had a really good turnout with his. He lost almost 100 pounds in the year 2015, and his Fitbit really got him there. So I love my Fitbit. If you can afford one, I totally suggest buying one. Okay guys, and that is my monthly favorites. I'm sorry that it was so long and that I ramble so much, but I really wanted to get that out for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!